Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back. Welcome back. Hey, I am Frederica Hutchinson, your host of Life Reimagined. Think about that. Yeah, think about that. We could be at a whole totally different place in just a matter of months or years. We just have to reimagine, right? So, your journey, your life reimagined. That's what we talk about here on Life Reimagined. So, welcome to the show where transformation begins. I'm Frederica Hutchinson, your hostess, and each week we dive into real conversations about breaking free from toxic cycles, building confidence, and creating the life you truly deserve. And I say desire as well. So we've been talking for the last few episodes about stop staying in jobs that don't respect you. Reclaim your worth. Reclaim your worth. I've been doing a workshop series. So I have a workshop series called Heritage and Healing. And the title of our workshop series has been Becoming Her. So whether you are a male or a female, you can become the best version of yourself, becoming him, becoming her. I want to encourage you to come on this journey and to transform into the person that you were meant to be. Your job don't define you. Your paycheck does not define you. So we're going to be talking about different aspects of, we're going to be talking about warning signs of a toxic job. That's where we left off with the last time, and we're going to pick back up. So we talked about some warning signs being constant stress, anxiety. We just touched on dread before work. Whoo, child. Whoo. Anybody ever done that? Anybody ever pull up to the job, get out the car, get back in the car, and go back home? If you did, that's really, really a sign. It's time to go. It's time to go. I've done that before, you guys. I have got on the highway, drove all the way to work. It took me 15 minutes to get there. 15 minutes to get there. Then I got there. I got in that parking lot, and I was like, not today. Not today. And I couldn't do it. But I'll tell you, in that season, what my mother told me, she said, do what you can do until you can do better. And that's what I did. And that's when I made the decision to go back to school to get my master's degree in HR, because I wanted to be able to make a difference. And so that's what I'm going to encourage you guys to do. What skills, what gifts, what abilities do you have that can help you become that person that you want to become? So again, mother's advice is do what you can do until you can do better. Okay, so some other warning signs of a toxic job. Lack of respect. Don't respect your time. Don't respect your efforts. Don't respect your accomplishments. Any of you have any stories that you want to share? Put them in the comments. I have several stories. And one of the things right now, we are just meeting, just connecting. I'm just starting to peel off a couple layers. But we're going to be going deeper and deeper and deeper into this rabbit hole. I'm going to be every once in a while have some special guests come on and share with you guys about their experience maybe. But for right now, we're just talking about some things that I want you guys to be aware of, because I don't want you to think that you're alone. I don't want you to think you are the only person going through this, because it's not true. And that is one of the tricks of the enemy that I noticed in my journey. So for those of you who missed the last couple episodes, I'm gonna catch you up. So I'm Frederica Hutchinson, and 15 years ago, I lost my 7-year-old daughter, Naomi Love. My mom accidentally ran over her, so it was like the rug being pulled from under me, and my whole world changed overnight. And it's taken me almost the 15 years just to remember who I am, to remember my gift, and to see my world differently, to reimagine my life. Because for years, the only life that I had imagined was the one I created with Naomi. And that's what tends to happen a lot of times, is we have plans, and once those plans change, we don't know what to do next. We don't know what to do without that loved one, without that child, without that father, without that mother, without that spouse, without that job. I tell people, I don't care if it was your cat or your dog. If they're yours and you plan the rest of your life with them, then that is significant. That can be traumatic. And so we have to acknowledge and give ourselves grace and mercy and even respect ourselves, because a lot of times we are we beat ourselves up harder than other people beat us up. So we're already getting beat up on the job, and we're getting beat up by the workload. And then now we're beating ourselves up and feel like we're inadequate and we can't do it, and on and on and on. So I just want to encourage you guys to recognize your own contributions. That's another thing. That's another thing too, is your contributions are not being recognized. That can be a sign of a toxic work environment. Are you staying late? Are you coming in early? However, you feel like you're being picked on, or you're being called out, or you're being treated differently. I don't know, again, what your situation is, but if you're in that situation, you might want to evaluate. I said this in one of the first episodes. I can't afford to pay anybody's bills, so this is not a conversation about go quit your job. By the way, Monday was my last day, but I'm not saying that to anybody. What I'm saying to each one of you is, let's walk through this. Let's plan. Let's figure out what you can do differently. What are your other options? Let's just explore, okay? Let's go on this journey. Let's see what else you can do. Do you need to go back to school? Do you need to get a GED? Do you need to learn English as a first language? Like, what are some things, some steps that you can take to actually help you in this process? So part of my background is HR as well as workforce development. So one of the things that I love to do is job readiness training, job readiness skills. So we will be in some of these episodes not just talking about things that you can do, but I want to start to show you and help you change your mindset and help you realize some things that you can do in order to help you. Okay? Like I just stated, having a plan. Now, do plans change? Yes, plans change. Sometimes there are things that are out of our control, things that we have no control over. But having a plan can still help you adjust and adapt. And even having an alternative plan is even better. So I got a plan A and I got a plan B. Okay? So making sure that, so lack of respect or recognition for your contributions, again, are signs of a toxic work environment. Hostile work culture. Woo! I tell people all the time. A lot of times we are banging on the door. I'm gonna take banging on the door. Banging on the door. Let me in. Hire me. I want to come work for your company. Yeah, right. But they haven't done any of the work. They don't know that they're going to have to work 6 days straight. I talked to a young lady recently, and she told me she had worked 28 days straight. Is that possible? Yes, it's possible. But should you have to do that? And particularly, so I'm going to back up a little bit. If you are a parent, if you have children, is it realistic and feasible for you to do those things? What happens a lot of times is people don't take those things into consideration. They are excited to have this new job. They feel like it's an opportunity. It might be paying more money than they previously made. So they are, again, just knocking down that door to get into that company. They haven't done any of their research. They don't know the culture of the company. What's the culture of a company? What is the culture of a company? Somebody put in the comments what I mean when I say the culture of a company. Somebody put that in the comments for me, please. And while you're doing that, I'm going to give you guys another opportunity just to relax. Hopefully you guys are joining me on your lunch break, or after you've gotten off work today, at some point that you're able to relax. So I'm going to be quiet for just a moment. That's one of the things that I like to do, is I like to give you an opportunity just to, you might not have another opportunity during the day. So I'm going to give you an opportunity just to relax and breathe. Just close your eyes. Just think of your favorite place. Like, this is my happy place. So that's why I'm here. But I want you to go to your happy place. Is your happy place at the beach? Is your happy place on your patio? Is your happy place fishing? Where is your happy place at? I want you to find your happy place, and I want you to know that you can go to your happy place anytime. All you have to do is just imagine, just remember. If you're like me, I have 1,001 photographs. Pull out your pictures. Sometimes during the day when work gets hard and things are stressful, find something else to do. Start writing or journaling. I'm so grateful that I had a lot of really good friends as I've been on this journey, and I could pick up the phone and I could call them, and I could talk. And I had some really great people who could give me some great solid counseling. Now, I'm going to share this much with you. Everybody is not created equally, so make sure that you can, the person that you are talking to, that you can trust. So, because we don't want you stressed out, having additional stress on top of the stress that you already have. So we're talking about hostile work culture. Again, have you guys put it in the comments what that means? Yeah, what is a hostile work culture or hostile work environment? Are you being yelled at on your job? Are people talking down to you on your job? Are people picking at you or doing different things to embarrass you on your job? Are you being called out on your conferences or in your meetings? Are you being diminished or your work being diminished? How are you being treated in this company? Yes, we don't talk about it enough. And so many people stay in these environments. And I'll tell you guys why I talk about it. Because I have stayed in toxic work environments. Because one, I felt like I love the status. I love what I love being HR. I love being a facilitator or coordinator. And I stayed in those positions because I was like, what about my participants? Or what about my partners or my coworkers? What are they going to do without me? And then you want to know the truth of the matter? I'm going to pause for a minute because I want you guys to really, really think about what I'm about to say. So I'm going to pause. I'm still here. So you're worried about what they're going to think. But I want you to worry about what your children and your family's going to do if there's no you. If there's no you, if you have a stroke or you have a heart attack, or some people literally have, I don't know what the politically correct term is, but they have either lost or felt like they were losing or lost their mind. And so I told them in this last episode, yes, I'm having a bad hair day. Yes, I didn't put makeup on, but I don't give myself excuses. I'm going to get on this podcast each day. I'm going to talk. I'm going to share. And I'm no longer going to allow myself to make excuses for why I can't do the things that we're doing right now, which is talking and sharing. And I'm loving it. I hope you are. I hope you are gaining something from this. I hope that you are able to breathe, because on my job, I felt like I couldn't breathe. I am outside, you guys. It's not quite as hot as it's been the last couple weeks. It was 100 and something degrees here, but it is still a little warm, so that's why you see me patting myself. And no, I'm not. One of the things that you'll learn about me is I'm in this season of I'm trying to be my authentic self, and that's one of the things that I want to encourage you to do is be your authentic self. So that means if what does authentic self mean to me? It means that no, I'm not perfect. No, I don't have to highlight all my imperfections, but at the same time, I can acknowledge them. I can speak up. I can say how I feel about things, and I can acknowledge my own feelings. There's a little bug or something flying around. I am outside, so I don't know what I'm expecting. Okay, so I'm gonna get back on topic here for one moment. Let's see what else we have. So we said hostile work culture, or manipulative management. That's just something that recently happened to me, and I thought it was really, really, I'm gonna say funny for lack of a better words. It was crazy. It was crazy. So I recently was talking to a supervisor, and I told the supervisor that I was starting to have these panic attacks again. And I had a history of depression, anxiety, and post-traumatic stress. I'm looking at my time, and I want to finish this story. But unfortunately, we are out of time. So I'm going to ask you to come back so you can finish hearing my story. Okay? So come back and join me. Come back and join me, and I will finish this story up. You're going to want to hear it. It was kind of crazy. So talk to you soon. As I said before, I see you. I hear you. No, I said it wrong. I see you. I honor you, and you are becoming him or her. So thank you, and until next time, I really, really appreciate you for supporting this channel. I am walking in my new journey, my new self, and my new purpose. Isn't it great? I get to come outside and record. I get to be in one of my favorite places, and you can too. You can too. Whatever it is that you want to do, I'm letting you know right now. I'm speaking life into you. You can do it. You can make that next step. And we're gonna be talking about ways that you can do it. Okay. Thanks again for joining me for another episode of Life Reimagined. I am your hostess, Frederica Hutchinson, and I cannot wait to talk to you next time.